You've joined us on Starting Up, and time now for our series called Mentor Mantra, where essentially a mentor works with an entrepreneur over a period of 6 months and really guides him through all his tough decisions. This week we're paying V. Ramesh of EcoMove Solutions a visit. Now last month Ramesh's homework was to fine-tune his pitch and operationalize his B2B strategies. Well, that's not all. This week, as you'll find out, he's in for a surprise test as well. Let's take a look.
Last month on Mentor Mantra, Ramesh made a pitch to investor Sandeep Murthy and got some valuable feedback. His homework for last month was twofold: fine-tune the pitch and make it investor ready, and operationalize his business in the Rabale Industrial Estate. How far has he progressed? Hari got an early start to the day and caught up with Ramesh during his morning jog.
Morning Ramesh.
Hi, morning Hari.
So a test of a true Indian. Watching cricket in any form, color, shape.
Absolutely. That's what I do. Morning I have a jog here and I keep watching these guys. You get some quality cricket also, and that's why I called you here. You're also true Indian, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any other game you play?
I play badminton generally maybe twice a week or so.
Still now you're playing?
Yeah.
I think why not we play a game of badminton?
Oh, that's very good.
Challenge rather.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Let me see your competitive spirit.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time to head to the badminton court and show off that competitive streak. Will the mentee outplay the mentor? May the best man win.
Well Ramesh, you have shown your competitive spirit. Good show.
Ramesh certainly proved himself on the court, but will he prove himself with his business as well?
It's a good game. It's a long time playing shuttle. It's really interesting. And you showed your competitive spirit as well. Let us get back to business.
Yeah.
Last time you had 2 pieces of homework. One was that modifying your pitch for venture capital, as Sandeep suggested you.
Yeah.
And second was getting into micro level planning of your Rabale initiative.
Yeah.
So how far you are coming there?
On the pitch, I made ready the presentation and also the complete business plan, and there are certain assumptions that we have done there, and based on that, of course, we can look at that and then we can finalize it.
Okay. A few key points as far as assumption is concerned.
Yes.
Sandeep talked about getting from a macro level and then going towards your business.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly logical.
Yeah.
But since you're talking about immediately about Rabale coming up, your assumption should be as close to reality as possible.
True.
You have to apply Occam's razor. Don't make assumptions beyond what is warranted.
Yeah.
So typically the kind of assumptions you have to make is in terms of what kind of relationship you're going to have in terms of, for one cycle, how many people are going to be using it.
Ratio.
Yeah. And how many minutes you expect them to use.
Yeah.
What is the area of the shed which you require.
Yeah.
You need to get into as micro as possible.
Occam's razor is a principle formulated by 14th century English logician William of Occam. The principle essentially recommends the use of the truest and most natural assumptions while answering a question. The questions Ramesh will be answering relate to the metrics of his business, the ratio of the number of cycles to users, the minutes of usage, and the area of the sheds. Compiling these assumptions make up Ramesh's first piece of homework for the month.
How about the other one, Rabale?
With regard to Rabale, we had discussed quite a lot, and then I have actually fixed up a meeting for today. And it will be nice for you to come there and
Definitely,
we can have a discussion. We are meeting a senior guy there, so let's change ourselves, become formal again, and then go for the meeting.
More presentable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
A meeting with Mr. R. Seshan of the Rabale Industrial Estate. Will Ramesh's project get finalized?
This is Mr. Hariharan. He is a mentor. He is helping me in my business. Last time we met and we genuinely felt that there's a need in Rabale to have this kind of a program. Last time I also met a few people there around, and everybody has shown a kind of a comfort in terms of they need this kind of a facility there. How do we proceed from here?
We'll take it forward in two ways. One way is that if you can give me some basic write-up about the kind of services which you are going to provide. Let's say we can shoot out an email to all of our members. So that is about 1600 members will be getting that email. We can at least start out with 2 depots. And for that, what I can do for you is put you in touch with a couple of our people there in Rabale who should be able to take that thing forward, to be able to provide you a depot, things like that.
Now, with regard to the pricing that we wanted to play, last time I mentioned to you, we have priced for a yearly plan about 8 paise a minute, and it goes up to about 15 paise a minute in different plans. You think it's a strategic pricing with regard to their current options or the spending that they make?
As a matter of practical fact, there are no options these people are having. They are walking it out because an auto rickshaw would be priced as high as 25 to 50 rupees to go inside, and there is no other alternative. There is no bus service inside. The price which you have been talking about is fairly reasonable and should not in any way pose any kind of restriction in the use of this service.
Hang on. See, if you look at the kind of this kind of a market, it is not like people who are residing in this place are taking the cycle. The people who are taking the cycle are primarily coming for going to a company.
True.
Therefore, the security aspect of your cycle is not under threat, I believe. In that sense, maybe you can think of whether you should have a security deposit.
Yeah, I think
Mr. Seshan on this one.
I agree with him.
My only thought was there could be a lot of temporary workers working in these companies, and many of these guys could be taking this as a utility for them to travel. That's only a thought. I mean, it has to be case to case basis. That's what I guess. Okay, Mr. Seshan. Now, these depots that we are talking about, do you think there will be any cost associated with that, or is it possible that it can be free of cost as well? Because the places that we will be keeping for the particular companies, it will also be a service to them for their employees as well. So, is there a possibility of getting it free?
We need about 100 square feet.
100 odd square feet.
100 odd square feet for a depot. I think in companies where there is marginal space available, it should not be a problem. The cost, if any, will be negligible, and in all probability, if we intervene, that is also likely to be waived off. So you can rest assured on that.
So Ramesh, you have a good model on hand, right? I don't think there can be a better place than this in whole of India for marketing this or starting this up. It's the right time, and it's the right time for you to strike it fast and pedal it fast.
True.
So we need to have some kind of timelines to see as to when Ramesh is going to have his first 2 depots in Thane Belapur belt.
I fully agree with him.
Okay, Ramesh, your homework is now to start operationalizing it and set a timeline and start at least with 2 depots within a month's time. All the best.
Thank you very much.
The target for Ramesh is clear. Set up at least 2 cycle depots in the Rabale Industrial Estate. This makes up his homework for next month.
Time for us here to take a breather on starting up. Up next, Event Live is all to disrupt the outdoor broadcasting industry on elevator pitch.